Are you getting enough sleep? It's a crucial question for your health and well-being, but in this modern society of oversaturation, of stimulation and stresses, it's ever more difficult to do so. It's a question that's also awakening an increasingly significant sleep economy. So I want to ask people what they're buying to help get them some shut-eye.
11点之前吧
，11点半睡觉，12点左右睡
，7、8点就开始睡了。
11点，大概1、2点睡吧。
Asking you, have you bought any products to help you sleep?
This can track my sleeping sometimes.
买过褪黑素，
我买过褪黑素，买过眼罩，
没买过。
完全不买。
I don't need it. Due to work, travel, sporting and social commitments, my sleep schedule can be erratic. Caffeine and alcohol certainly doesn't help, but this special Australian bush sleepy tea, Jalangan, can offset. My acupressure Shakti mat and massage gun relax the muscles before bed. A humidifier keeps me breathing easy, and swapping screen time for book time in bed relaxes the mind. Ubiquitous technology is certainly part of the problem, but it also provides solutions. This sleep recording app lets me know if, when, and how much I'm snoring. So if you're watching this, staying up in bed, go to sleep. Good night. In fact, wearable tech and recording apps are being used to provide more accurate health data. The 2025 China Sleep Research Society's white paper used wearable device data to show Chinese adults averaged 6.83 to 6.85 hours per night, below the 7 to 9 hour recommendation. The sleep industry in China in 2023 reached around 495.6 billion yuan, or $69 billion US, and is projected to reach 1 trillion yuan, $157 billion US, by 2030. From 2019 to 2023, the number of consumers, total expenditure, and average number of purchases in the sleep market all increased by more than 20%. Daruchi, Hodo and Lily dominate mattresses and pillows on Taobao and JD. Tech wearable sales for brands such as Xiaomi surge as consumers chase smarter shut-eye. ByHealth and Swiss lead China's sleep supplements market, holding the largest share, around 25 to 30% of sales on platforms such as Tmall and JD.com. Lost sleep is also costing the economy. A November 2025 Lancet Public Health review by Peking University researchers estimated insomnia and sleep apnea driving economic costs exceeding $628 billion. Hello and welcome to BizTalk. I'm Lincoln Humphries. Now, the World Sleep Day. It's observed on March 21. It highlights the importance of healthy sleep. We're also recognising that sleep is no longer just about rest. It's becoming big business. Beyond personal well-being, better sleep is also driving a fast-growing sleep economy. In China, rising health awareness and evolving consumer preferences are driving a strong demand for products and services designed to improve sleep quality. To explore these opportunities and trends today, we're joined by Aleksey Efremov, the Senior Vice President at IKEA China, Wang Jin, Senior Partner and Leader of McKinsey's Life Sciences and Healthcare Practice in China, and David Yuen, Managing Director of TEMPUR China. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome to you all. I'll start with you, Aleksey. In recent years, this sleep economy has emerged as a rapidly growing market. From your perspective, have Chinese consumers shown any sort of new trends in spending on sleep-related products and bedroom spaces?
It's actually quite interesting because, first of all, we all know what China is progressing extremely fast. And I believe what we recently see, what the quality of life is improving. And it actually comes in different directions. When it comes to sleeping habits, I believe the biggest movement, what we see, about overall the living spaces, the homes becoming bigger. But at the same time, it doesn't mean automatically what bedrooms become bigger. So what we see, what basically the people will get more bedrooms because kids' bedrooms start to appear more and more. We actually see what now also secondary bedroom starts to be in the majority of the homes. But at the same time, the size of the bedrooms is slightly decreased if we compare last year. So basically people have more rooms, but the rooms are a little bit smaller and comfier. So this is one thing. Second, people are really looking how to personalize these spaces according to their needs. Because again, they want to improve the quality of their life, and with changing demographics, it also means what people are looking more. What it means, for example, for the younger generation, or what it means for the elderly. So we really try to combine different sleeping products to secure what sleep for them. So we basically see more and more functions or more and more activities happening in the people's bedroom, which also put an extreme high demand on how these bedrooms are organized and basically what different multifunctional products I bring in these spaces. So I can say this is probably the two biggest trends, what I can say connected with sleeping products on the China markets.
More deeply personalising sleep. Wang Jin, if I can bring you in there. Now, more consumers today are prioritising their personal emotional well-being and overall wellness, and they're willing to pay more for better sleep experiences. What does this shift in consumer priorities mean for the sleep health industry?
It has been a strong growth driver, right? As this broadly defined, wellness industry globally is becoming a $2 trillion economy, right? And the sleep health is about 10% of this economy. So that's a really sizable market. As the market, develops, it's really stimulates, even more investment, right, in this space, including mattress furniture, but also the smart devices, the hardware, the therapy solutions. So I think that's also are contributing to the fast growth of this industry.
Yeah, I'd like to bring in David Yuen on this one here. From your perspective, what opportunities does the Chinese market in particular offer for sleep products and wellness brands? I suppose, does the Chinese market differ from more international markets and brand offerings at the moment?
I think for the China market, there's a various of sleep products or various of brands of sleep brand as well. I think like TEMPUR, we are the multinational international brands focusing in China's premium luxury markets. So there's also lots of the other brands. I think this to us, China is the biggest one of the biggest sleep markets, and because besides of China's population, one of the biggest countries of the population. So sleep absolutely is the big market to us.
Aleksey, if I can bring you on that one in terms of trends, what are you seeing there in the China market in particular? Is it differing from the international market in this sleep economy as far as you see it?
I believe it actually have some similarities, but at the same time have some differences. First of all, definitely, like sleep, I believe, Yuan, you mentioned this one. It's definitely connected with health. And this is really one of the biggest priority for people, both in China, but also internationally. Then at the same time, I can say we have some specifics of the China market. For example, we still have certain preferences for more firm mattresses, like for example. But at the same time, we see what now people also start to look at from the different angles, really trying possibility to personalize how we sleep, looking more for different areas of comfort. So this is probably one. Second, I believe also Jin mentioned what sleeping, it's not really now about bed or mattress. Actually, the sleeping category, the sleeping business, it's much broader than before. And I believe, again, it's extremely obvious at Chinese market where people beyond mattress bed, they start to look at other adjustment categories. For example, smart technology, it's one of them. But also at IKEA, we see what, for example, bringing higher quality of better temperature, better comfort, better storage in the bedrooms, better lighting. It's also something what people are really looking for, because we're really looking at more from a more comprehensive direction.
Theme of personalisation running through a lot of the answers there, which I find very interesting, and the technology making that available. Wang Jin, if I can bring you back in, China has a large consumer base and it is rapidly growing with demand for health and wellness products. From a global perspective, what unique opportunities does China offer in the sleep health sector?
Yes, I think Aleksey and Mr. Yuen has already touched upon some of the China-specific elements and contribution to the global ecosystem. I think one thing is about this digital therapies, right? I think digital therapy has been improving and being used in many different conditions. But in sleep specifically, I think we do see a lot of promise in digitally enabled cognitive behavioral therapies. I think historically, right, because we don't have enough data, we don't have enough insights, and also traditionally those therapies were delivered by specialists on a one-on-one in-person basis, right? So the access was limited, the cost was very high. Now with all this technology, AI and digital, and what is available online, we do see a great opportunity for China to be developing, but also using those digitally enabled cognitive behavioral therapies, right? And then we can contribute to the global development, both in terms of the insights, but also the outcome of improving sleep.
How does IKEA help consumers create a better sleep environment from a whole bedroom perspective? You touched on this earlier. I want to know exactly what that means in terms of products around the entire bedroom.
Actually brought sleeping as one of our main business focuses since 2025, because we see quite a big opportunity from consumer needs in the China market on this one. And basically, when we introduced a concept of 6 sleeping essentials, and I can say comfort, which is usually associated with mattress and bed, it's only one of them. Second, basically, it connected with temperature. As I mentioned before, it's how you can really secure working with different materials, working with different products with temperature which is most comfortable for a consumer to sleep in, and also to adapt to the different seasons, to the different temperatures in the different regions of China. Because again, as all of us know, like when it's cold in Shanghai with central heating, it's quite different in Beijing. So, and this is definitely something what we try to reflect with our seasonal products, with our seasonal offer. This is actually interesting because it's not directly connected with sleeping itself, but it's more connected how bedroom is organized. And this is something what we call declutter. And we know what our bedrooms, it's not only about sleeping, it's actually quite a big storage spaces. It's about storing clothes, it's about storing a lot of things. And basically what we realized based on the surveys, what we are doing with our consumers, what organization, it's one of the biggest kind of challenges in bedroom, what disturbs our sleep. So basically this we see as a third component. It's basically about light. Because definitely all of us know from one side it's super nice when it's dark and when it's nice, like to sleep during even the brightest period of the year. But from our side, what we see, and this is again connected with a smart technology development. Now we can set up our lighting in a way what it help us to wake up, but it also help us to get to sleep in the best way. And I can say AI technology is something what can really bring it in an easy and kind of in an easy and understandable way to our consumers. When also sound, and from one side sound, it's something what you want to get out of your bedroom, also to sleep well. But also again, we see what with different sound settings, with different scenes, technology can help our consumers to wake up much more recharged and wake up in an easier way. And then last but not least, it's air quality. And this is something what we basically probably underestimate sometimes, but also based on the researches across our consumers across the globe, we see what air quality, it's something what is connected with really a component of a healthy sleep. So this is the 6 essentials what we see from our perspective, what is really kind of bringing the totality of the bedroom experience. Not only helping for better sleep during the night, but really helping to address all the prerequisites of a better sleep. When you prepare to go to bed, when you basically chatting with your friends on mobile phone, lying in the bed, but when you also wake up super recharged, in a good mood and ready to go through the whole day.
Yeah, quality space, quality air, quality sleep. David Yuen, if I can bring you back in the recent years, the sleep economy has become a widely discussed topic, as we're doing just now. From a business perspective, how do you see the development of this market, and what changes have you observed in consumer demand for sleep products? Of course, you guys are at the higher end, more luxury stuff. Are you seeing it shift or changing in demand there?
Well, absolutely. I think from the different sector of the consumers or different age of consumers, they are all having a different requirement on the sleep. I think the sleep is more personalized to each of a person. So from what we see, like the different age group of customers, they are looking at different sleep products or in different sleep journeys. Like if you are more youngsters, I think they're more these days more interesting on the besides of the mattress and the good mattress, good pillows, and good smart bases. they're also looking at the functionalities about the youngster these days. There's I think the bedroom concept is today is not just the sleep. The bedroom, in fact, is the part of the most longest time that you stay in, so that you can laying on your bed, is watching TV, doing entertainment, chit chatting, and then you do also massaging, all this kind of thing. Also, you can listen to very nice music and make you as mentioned, you can have to do all around the things. But for when your age go older, and the people like the higher premium or higher buying power consumers, they are more cares like for the middle age up. They're more cares about their health. So besides the sleep, so it will add on the more function like the sleep tracking systems, which is that it can track your sleep for the whole night and can tell you all the besides of the sleep and the data of your sleep, basically the diagnosis of your whole night of the sleep, and tell you how good you are sleep, how quality of your sleep. So basically you can your smart devices, you can put it on the smartwatch. But these days that we have a product that which is can you just without anything, you just lie on your bed and having good sleep. At the same time, they're monitoring everything, or even they can proactively support or giving you a better of a position adjustment. Like in the morning, the bed it will can move up and then to giving you the music, slowly wake you up of the vibrating to make you up, rather than you use the alarm, make it wake up. So I think the technology is driving each person's different needs of the product. So basically, yeah, that's what we see. There's a big opportunity from variety of age of customers and fulfill what they personalize of the needs.
Here on BizTalk, we connect the dots, shedding light on the real stories behind the economic landscape. To better understand China's dynamism and the economies and rhythms of business, propelling new drivers of growth.
China. We are right now.
Chinese market.
China.
BizTalk, your window into China and the global economy. Only on BizTalk.
Each day, there are millions of stories. Each one can open new perspectives, new possibilities. Wherever you look, we are there to see, discover, explore. We put the pieces together to find what really matters to you, all around the world, all around the clock. Our reporters are at home across the globe. From our headquarters in Beijing and production centers in Washington, Nairobi, and London. Stories from across the globe, reaching people across the globe. CGTN. See the difference.
David, as the emotional and experience-driven consumption continues to grow, that wedges into that personalisation. People are paying more attention to their quality of life. Do you think this trend is also driving greater interest in better sleep?
Absolutely. I think the customers looking at this, I think the end is looking for the best sleep experience and having the best quality of sleep. So that's why, I think the customers definitely will keep searching for the best product that can give them the best comfort, best recovery for the next day of they wake up. So that's why I think, yes, definitely absolutely the customers. I think that the market itself with the technology is getting the product and getting the experience much faster and getting the customers what they need.
So Wang Jin, I'd like to bring you back into the discussion. I want to talk about technologies. We know for a fact and we understand that overuse of technology, the overstimulation, looking at your smartphone just as you're trying to go to sleep, we know it's not good for us. But technology also provides a lot of solutions as well as problems. So digital health, smart devices, artificial intelligence, we've touched on that just before. They're transforming the way people manage their health. How might technology accelerate innovation in the sleep health industry, do you think?
Very big deal. I think tech actually plays two quite interesting roles in sleep and sleep economy. One is it actually creates demand for the sleep economy as a consumption, as industry. Second is also a part of the supply. On the demand side, right? The moment you actually have data tracked by your smart devices, right? You actually are becoming much more aware of the sleep issues. You are getting much more granular personal data about your sleep problems. So therefore, you will be out looking for the better solutions and holistic solutions, right? So tech really create specific demand across population segments in sleep. And secondly, it's also just really important part of the solution. As you said earlier, a lot of the physical products and the physical delivered services now are empowered by digital, by AI. So the solutions become just much more effective, much more powerful. And again, this is the tech and the tracking monitoring devices are able to tell us how effective the product and solutions are. So it's all positive reinforcing cycle.
Fantastic. Now, I'd like you to look into the crystal ball now and maybe imagine what the sleep industry is going to look like, not just this year, but in the next 5 or 10 years. I mean, it's all about predicting how these markets will move and the trends. What are your expectations for the long-term trends of the sleep economy?
If I can quantify this at a very high level, I would say we are quite hopeful that this economy will be growing at double digit for the next 5 to 10 years. The penetration is still relatively low compared to many parts of our day-to-day life and the medical healthcare system.
Fantastic. Aleksey, I'd like to bring you in on that one for the longer term projections for this industry and the sleep economy. If we do get this double-digit growth that Wang Jin is talking about in the long term, how are you positioning your business and what do you expect for the long-term trends in the sleep economy?
This is really one of the factors connected to their life, what we're really worried about. If I remember the figures right, at least 1 out of 10 consumers in China, they actually have a sleeping problem. So I believe there is a lot of opportunity, to improve it from different angles. So I believe this will be the first thing. Second, definitely I can say digital or AI will play a bigger role, in terms of how we analyze, identify this problem. But at the same time, and I can say here we see what we as IKEA can really play a vital role. Because as I said, it's a lot about combination of different factors what impacting our sleep. And here we see, because we are one of the unique retailers what basically have a total variety of products connected with sleep. We actually have more than 3,000 articles what we classify as sleep-related products. And here I can say from one side, we want to build on this strength, but also based on the consumer changes in the sleep preferences, in the areas what we really see as the most problematic in sleep. We see what our role is really to bring the complex solutions to this problem from one side. And from second, we also see a need to actually give possibility to test these solutions in our stores. Because, one probably of the biggest mistake, if you redo your bedroom, and then after all, you can realize what basically it's not something what you expected to create there. So from that side, we really, see the opportunity with our stores actually to give opportunity people just to test and try. Because I can say mattress is something what is extremely difficult to experience digitally. It's something what you really need to lie on and to understand is it something for you. So I can say, yes, from one side, we will see a lot of technology advances. From our side, demand will continue to grow, as Jim mentioned, because this is something what we still see the category will continue to grow. But at the same time, I believe it's also something which people want to continue to be personal, what we really want to test and try, and really to customize to their personal needs.
Absolutely, and with so much digital e-commerce these days, with something like a bed, as you say, we still need to touch and feel some things. We still need to experience it physically and personally, even in this online digital connected world. David Yuen, if I can bring you back in, looking ahead 5 to 10 years, how do you think the way people sleep might change, and what could sleep products look like in the future?
I fully agree with the both. I guess I think the market will be still growing very fast as the Chinese consumer. First, they're looking at the high quality of living, high quality of sleep. So for us, we are focusing on the sleep products. We're definitely seeing like a 5 to 10 years will continuously probably a double-digit growth, and especially I think like the what we mentioned about the smart sleep solutions. Will be also booming. I think from what we've seen today, like TEMPUR in China, we will be for the past 5 years, we will be like we are doubling growth every year and our expansion of the store for the multiple cities. So we will believe for the next 5 to 10 years, consumers' demand and consumers' interest on the sleep products, and they, in fact, I think these days the whole industry is also educating the Chinese consumers how to select the best product for their needs. So like we are doing these ergonomic pillows, we are doing those smart bases. I think all these is consumers' strong interest we can see. So these days, because the product itself is not just about the sleep, as I mentioned, it's also providing is a part of your living in the home. It's not just a normal bed as anymore. So they will also, I think in the future, the trend, the bedding products will be also more connecting with the home appliance, other technology together, like providing the complete eco solutions for the consumers. So I think definitely this is very important and very interesting to everyone.
Yeah, certainly fascinating. Wang Jin, if I can come back to you, looking ahead from these trends that we've identified coming over the next few years, where should companies and investors be focusing their attention, do you think?
I think we have talked a lot about the consumption and consumers, and I do want to add an additional layer to this. It's really about the healthcare and medical side of sleep. I think for a lot of the normal consumers, when we have better sleep, this really improve our cognitive functions, right? Our attention, our ability to make right decisions. So all of this will be adding up to higher productivity for the workforce, for the economy, for society. That's on a very positive side. Additionally, once we address the sleep issues, especially the more severe conditions, it actually also helps reduce the medical costs, right? Associated with people who have severe sleep issues. So in addition, as we talk about the future, investment, business opportunity, I think we can continue to talk about the consumption opportunity. But in addition, I do think this medical aspect is equally important.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your insight, expertise, and some personal anecdotes as well. Thank you very much to all three of you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Hope you can do so next time, and I hope you get a very good night's sleep tonight and well beyond. That's it from us here at BizTalk. Thank you for talking business. We'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.